Oh, yeah, shoot. I wish I had thought about that a little bit more. Oh, we have at least 3 more cities than our next biggest rival. I just got 7 era score that I really wish I had waited until after the era flip to take. Oops. I don't know if that lines up with what we've observed. Huh. And maybe I'm wrong about this. Holy crap, dude. So I ran a couple of experiments to see if extra era score beyond the era type thresholds does in fact benefit you in any way. First, I tried scoring over the Golden Age threshold, so I set up a game where I needed 38 era score for a Golden Age. First, I came in just 1 point over at 39, and you can see here the requirements for earning the next age after that. I'd need to make 18 points for my next age to be normal, or 30 points to follow up with another Golden Age. Then I reloaded the save from earlier in the Classical era, really focused on era scoring, and managed to get all the way up to 51, which is 13 points over the Golden Age target. That yielded these requirements for the following age. 18 points for the next age to be normal, or 30 to follow up with a second Golden Age. So, as we can see, extra era scoring over the Golden Age threshold seems to have no effect on the score requirements for the following age. Then I started another game and tried scoring over the Normal Age threshold but below the Golden Age threshold, with similar results. You can see here, I needed 12 points for my Normal Age. When I scored 1 point over that threshold at 13, these were the requirements for the next age. 13 more points for a Normal, or 25 more points for a Golden. When I scored 9 points over the threshold at 21, it was the same. 13 more points for a Normal, or 25 more points for Golden. Then I started another game to test scoring in the Dark Age range, and here we need 12 points for a Normal Age, which I intentionally failed, and whether I got just 1 point or 6, the result was the same. I would need 8 points for my subsequent age to be normal, or 20 for it to be golden. So I think that's fairly conclusive. However, I did discover something odd during the third experiment. Scoring no era points at all resulted in this outcome. 7 more points for a subsequent normal age, or 19 more for a subsequent golden age. Now, each of those thresholds is 1 point lower than what we'd seen when scoring at other values in the range. I couldn't be sure whether this was the result of being right on the threshold value, or if it was maybe some weird special case related to the value being 0. So I went back to the other games and tried to score exactly at the era type thresholds there, and lo and behold, the same thing happened. In the first game, scoring 38 points, exactly enough to get the Golden Age, resulted in subsequent age thresholds of an additional 17 points for normal or 29 points for golden, 1 point lower than the values observed at the other tested scores. And in the second game, scoring exactly 12 points meant 12 points for another normal or 24 for a golden, again 1 point lower than we'd seen previously. So, not only does additional era scoring beyond the type thresholds not help you at all, it actually makes achieving your next stage very, very slightly more difficult. I can't imagine this is intended, however, and I'd expect it to be fixed in the next patch. And anyway, 1 point of difference isn't really a big deal. So, I learned something, and I just thought I ought to share. Thank you so much for watching. Come back next time for more Civilization stuff, and we'll see you then.